Meanwhile, in the Western Cape, fear has the community of Bester Homes in Crossroads in its firm grip. On Friday, the body of a 5-year-old child was found in a sports bag dumped next to a house. At the start of the month, the body of 15-year-old Avuya Mkhosi was found in a wheelie bin inside a yard. The Nyanga Community Policing Forum now worried about this trend. Our reporter Nasiphi is there for us. Nasiphi, good afternoon to you. These are just the most incredible stories, the most terrible stories. What's the community telling you there?
Well, Stephen, you speak about the two bodies, a 5-year-old last week Friday, and about 20 days prior, 15-year-old found in the same street about 5 houses away, dumped inside a wheelie bin. We understand that the 15-year-old was strangled and dumped in that bin, and the 5-year-old, they also suspect that was also strangled. However, we do understand that there seems to be no link between the two cases, as there was arrest that was made from the incident that occurred earlier on this month, which obviously also prompted a number of organizations and community members to march to the police station, obviously with a number of demands calling on for SAPS to be more visible in their communities. However, going back to the small, tight-knit community falling under Crossroad, they are saying that they're very concerned if people can commit crimes outside of their communities and find it fitting for the dumping of dead bodies in their communities is something quite concerning. And the fact that the bodies that are being dumped are, 15-year-old girl and a 5-year-old little boy who was found in a sports bag last week Friday, dumped near a house, in a passage there. So it is quite concerning, and the residents there are also raising the alarm in the sense that if this can be done, how safe are they in their community, and believe that if there was more visible policing at night and also in the morning and during the course of the day, and where police officers actually ask people that are walking around either with talk bags or suspicious items to ask them what is inside and actually search their belongings. But the CPF also raising that concern and saying that now I suspect is the time for them to go back to grassroots level and go back to the communities to strengthen partnerships as well, and also look at other alternatives to see whether or not how they can assist in trying to attend to this growing trend, which they're saying that is quite concerning, and they don't want it to get out of hand.
And the CP people must just be very, very scared about this. I mean, if nothing else, the idea of coming across something like this on your doorstep is horrific.
Imagine waking up one morning or one evening, you decide to dump your trash inside your wheelie bin outside the home, and you discover a dead body. Or you take a shortcut in your community and decide to use the passage, and as you're walking there, you discover a talk bag or sports bag, and you see a hand sticking out. So you can imagine how terrified this community is. And having just driven around the community, it's a very, very quiet community where we noticed that a number of people that actually live there, or majority of the residents, are senior citizens, and many of them are usually having their gates locked. So it is quite concerning, to a point where the CPF has actually called on residents, not only in the community where the bodies were found, but also called on the greater community of Nyanga, Crossroad, and in the surrounding areas to have rather their wheelie bins locked inside their homes, or rather, if they're going to have them outside, to have them chained, because they believe that this trend stems from where people are moving around, or rather criminals are moving around with wheelie bins, transporting not only dead bodies, but also illegal items and substances in these wheelie bins from one point to another.
Nasiphi in Nyanga, thanks very much indeed. Do appreciate it.